Welcome back to Therapeutic Kinesiology, where we look at everything having to do with posture and movement. I'm Marianne Foster, and I help people solve posture and pain problems using kinesiology-based exercises. I'm 66 years old, and I've been doing these exercises for a long time. Every one of them is based on taking the joints through a full range of movement in all three planes. I'm going to take you through my hip warm-up today. After we finish this, we're going to do a stretching of each of the major muscle groups of the thigh. Let's get started. We'll turn on an angle here. I want to keep my hips facing forward. I've got all of my postural flute muscles contracted, which you can go to my 10 steps for a pain-free posture video to learn about in another video. So we're going to start with, if you need balance, hold your hand on a wall, and we'll start with hip flexion. 1, 2, we'll do 10 for each one. Again, I'm keeping my stomach contracted. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, notice how I put my back toes on the ground to balance. 2, 3, 4. You don't need to get your leg that high. 5, 6, this is high enough. 7, 8, 9, 10. Just go where you're comfortable. Okay, next we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 20. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Notice how my hips and shoulders are level. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now behind. 1, 2, a little bit slower for balance. I'm bending forward at my waist as I do this, like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, stick with me. 7, you're doing great. 8, 9, feel the legs crossing in the middle. 10, 11, 12. Now we can swing the arms if you can coordinate. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, side stepping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can cross your arms. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This next one I call scissors. It gets the inside of the legs working. 1, 2, 3. I'm slowing down a little bit. 4, drawing a semicircle with my foot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. 9, 10. Keep your tummy contracted. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we're going to do toe touches. 1, 2, 3, a little bit of a twist. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep going. 13, 14, abdominals contracted. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now we're going to do rotation, which is spinning the head of the femur in the socket. And I have my toes on the ground here. It's like I'm stamping out a cigarette. And you get the arms going in opposition. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll just do 12 to each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. 9, 10. Abdominals contracted. 12. Great. Okay, last one. I want to get these back muscles working. And I'm going to lean forward as I do this just a little bit so I can keep my lower back long. 1, 2, 3, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep the abdominals contracted, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all right, now stretching. We'll start with the front. So I'm going to lunge. I'll do this on a diagonal, but I want you to keep your hips facing forward and keep your legs in what we call a slot. So I'm not out here, but I'm right behind my body. My knees are facing forward. My spine is vertical, so I'm not leaning forward. And I've got my abdominals contracted, and I'm pressing forward at the front of my hip. I'm going to keep my back knee straight at first, so it stretches my calf. Now I'm going to bend my knee, and I'm driving my hip forward like this. So I'm stretching my thigh. And just hold that for 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Should feel pretty good. Same thing on the other side. Driving the hip forward. Keep the knee straight. So I'm stretching the Achilles. And then I bend the knee and I drive the pelvis forward to stretch the front of the hip. Should feel pretty good. One more on each side. Stretching into the lunge, front of the hip, and front of the hip. The next one is for the hamstrings, and you can do this sitting on the floor, or you can do it by putting your foot up on a chair, which is what I'm going to do for this video. Okay, so I put my heel up on the chair, pull my toes back, keep my knees straight, abdominals contracted, my spine straight, and I'm bending forward. If I take my head down, I'll even stretch my spine, but I'm getting most of my stretch right in this area. Oh gosh, that feels good. I'll hold it. Actually, I'm going to hold this one for even longer. Usually, I recommend holding for 5 to 10 seconds. And I like to do the warm-up exercises first so that your muscles are really warmed up before you stretch them. And then the other side. Again, form is really good, important. I'm keeping my spine straight, my abdominals contracted, bending forward at the waist, and pulling my toes back toward my hips, keeping my knees straight. Make sure your quads are contracted, which will, by contracting the antagonist of the hamstrings, you get a better stretch. And hold that stretch for 10 seconds, breathing into it, trying to relax your body as you do it. All right. The next one is for the inner thigh, right here, adductor muscle group. Now, I'm really feeling the head of my femur going that way. And I'm keeping my muscles contracted above my knees so I don't hurt my knee. If you want to go all the way to the ground with this one, you can. Just go to the place where you feel comfortable. And make sure you keep that knee straight. I'm lifting my little toe in the lateral side of my foot to keep my muscles engaged around my knee so I don't hurt my knee. Other side. Feel the crease right here as the head of my femur goes that way. Take it all the way down if you can go down. Just be easy and gentle with yourself, keeping that knee straight, lifting the edge of your foot so you don't hurt your knee. You can hold it for 4, 5 to 10 seconds. And keep breathing. Make sure to keep your abdominals contracted. Okay, coming up. I didn't mention this for the movement back, but the head of the femur goes back in the socket. And for this movement, we drove the head of the femur forward in the socket. The last stretch we're going to do is for these muscles on the outside, the abductor group. And these can be really hard to stretch. So this one is, we're going to do this one slowly, and I'm going to break it down so you can see the steps. Now, we're going to be doing the wader's bow. I'm contracted here. I'm keeping my spinal muscles working to keep my spine stable as I do this. So I take my foot out, around to the back. Notice how both my knees are facing forward. My back leg is straight. I'm on the edge of the foot, and I'm bowing forward, and I'm just going to press into this hip. And I'm getting a great stretch right here. If you want to bend your back knee, that's okay. Just kind of jimmy around and find the position of stretch. This is one of my favorite stretches. This stretch has completely remodeled my hips and really helped get rid of that fatty, tight area that it's so easy to develop, especially for women on the hips here. Okay, other side. So form is really important. Got my postural muscles contracted, going around in a circle. Notice how both my knees are facing forward. I'm going to bend the back knee on this side. I'm on the edge of the back foot, and I'm just jimmying around into a position of stretch. My spine is straight now. My spine is in flexion. So you find the position that works for you. Okay, great. This should feel really good right in this area of the body. I usually like to do these stretches about 2 or 3 times each after I do my warm-up, but I do encourage you to warm up your muscles before you stretch them. There's nothing like stretching tight, cold muscles to injure your muscles. The whole goal here is to move the hips in all 3 planes to activate the large muscles of the thigh first, on the front, the side, the back, and the inside, and then to stretch in each direction. Okay, thanks for joining me today. I hope you liked this, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, join my YouTube channel, and come back for another video on another day. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye-bye.